As you know, we have started with the unit 11 database development, and session 3 and session 7 we are going through. So today also we will continue with the same unit and same session. So let's start. Before continuing with the next topic, just have a recap of the previous topic which we discussed in the last tutorial. In the last tutorial, we discussed about DDL commands, that is a data definition or data description language. As I told you, this can be asked in 1 mark that what is the full form of DDL. So both can be correct. If you write data definition language, it is also correct. If you write data description language, it is also correct. So which different DDL commands we have discussed, that is create, drop, truncate, rename and alter. So create command is used for, yes, it is used to create the tables or database objects. Drop command is used to delete the database objects. Truncate, it is also used to delete the database objects. Then what is the difference between both? Drop command, when you will use, it will delete all the records from the table as well as the structure of the table. There will not be any empty table also. Definitely records will also not be there. Then truncate command, when you will use a truncate command, it will only delete the records of the table or the records from the database, but it will not delete the structure of the table or structure of the database. If you take the table, then empty table will still be there in the truncate command. Rename command, if you want to give a new name to a column or a field, for example, if you have given a column name as name, then you want to change it from name to first name, then you can use the rename command. How to do that? We have already done this in last tutorial. Just have a look on that. You would be able to write it easily. They are very easy. Next we have alter command. So alter command is actually used when you want to modify the name of the column, or we can say the data type of the column. If you want to rename a column name, so all these things you can use using the alter command. So we can say that alter command is used to add a field or column or delete a column in your table. It will also be used to change the name of the table. Now children, in today's tutorial we will learn about SQL. It is also termed as SQL, and DML, that is data manipulation language, and the various commands under DML, that is insert, select, delete and update. SQL or SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is a language which is used to communicate with database. It is a standard language which is used for relational database management system. SQL is used to perform tasks such as update data on a database, or if you want to retrieve data from a database. Such tasks are performed by the SQL language. Using SQL, you can retrieve data from a database, you can insert records in a database, update records in a database, delete records in the database. So all these functions you can, or operations you can do using SQL, that is structured query language. DML, data manipulation language. DML is a very popular structured query language, and it is used to retrieve and manipulate the data in the relational database. So whatever data you have stored, whatever database you have created using DDL command, now if you want to modify the records in the table in the database, if you want to delete the record, if you want to access some record from the database, then standard which will be used, that will be data manipulation language. Let's learn more about DML commands. So the first DML command is insert. So insert command is used if you want to add records in the table. So we will use insert command. Next we have select statement. Select statement is used if you want to retrieve some records or some rows from the table in database. Because when we store data into database in the form of table, there will not be only one record or two records. Many records can be there, and sometimes we want to retrieve all the records. Sometimes we just want to retrieve or access only few records. So in that case, we will use select statement. How to do that, we will learn in further tutorial. Next we have delete command. As name describes, definitely it is used to delete something. But what to delete? It is used to delete the records from the table. So if you do not need any of the record, or some records are obsolete which are not being used anymore in your database table, then you can delete it using the delete command. And the last is update command, which is used to modify or to update the values or the records in the table. For example, if a person or employee's data has been stored into a table and whose address is stored, or the city where he is living is stored as Ludhiana, and he has shifted to another place, for example Mumbai. Now it is important to change the location of that person, then it can be changed as using the update command. Further, how to do this, we will learn further. First of all, we will learn about insert command, and we will learn how to write the syntax for insert command. So first of all, you will write insert into table name, column 1, column 2, column 3 and so on. So insert into, these are the keywords. So here insert into means that where do you want to insert the value. So table name will describe the name of the table, or it will tell to the server that this is the table where we have to enter the values. Column name will be the name of the column where you want to enter the value. Depending upon the number of columns in your table, you can write here column name, or column 1, column 2, column 3. Next, values, it is the keyword, again keyword which will be used to which values need to insert. So for that, value 1, value 2, value 3, and then put the semicolon. So this insert command will be used to insert a record into your database. If you have to add more records, then more insert commands you will use. So now let's see how to write the code with the help of an example. Before using or discussing the example for the insert command, just have a look on this create command example which we discussed in the last tutorial. In this command, using this command we created a table employee, and we were having different fields: employee ID, employee name, age, city and phone number. So now we have created this table. Now we have to enter some values, some records in this table. So now if we have to enter some values in the table, we have to use the insert command. Now let's see how to insert record in this table using the insert command. Now we have to insert such questions can be asked in examination, sometime in 3 marks, sometime in 2 marks. Now using insert command, we can insert as many records as we want for the table employee. Now it might be possible that when we want to retrieve some records, we want to retrieve only some of the records. We do not want to retrieve all the records, or might be possible that we just want to retrieve the record from the table employee, that we have a table employee in our database, and we just want to see that in the tabular form that the records available in the table employee. So how we can retrieve the records from the table employee? Let's see how to do that. Select command. Now if we want to retrieve 0 or more records or rows from one or more database tables or database views, we will use the select command. Select is the most commonly used data manipulation language command. So what is the syntax, that how we can retrieve the records from the table? That will be, first of all, you will write select, then star from, then table name. Here you will have table name, that is the name of the table whose records you want to retrieve. So this is the syntax with the select command. Now let's try to understand it with the help of an example. For example, you want to retrieve all the records from the table employee, that whatever record has been stored in the table employee. So you will write the command for, or the code for this, select star from employee, that is the name of the table, then semicolon. So this command, this code will display you the all the records of the table employee. So for example, in the table employee only 4 records have been stored, so it will display us all those records which are stored in the employee table. Even if there is no record in the table employee, still it will display the table but without any record. That is why it is said 0 or more records. So sometimes this question has been asked in blanks also. Sometimes it has been asked in 1 mark directly, that explain the select statement, or the table will be given to you and you have to write the command, that write if you have to retrieve the record from this table, and then how to write the command for this or the code for this, or SQL code for this. So such question can be asked in 1 mark or 2 marks. So children, that is enough for today. So what have you learned today? You've learned what is SQL, that is SQL. Then we learned what is DML, data manipulation language, and what are the various commands under DML, in which we discussed about insert and select statement. So children, revise these commands, go through from your books also, and let me know if you face any difficulty. So we will continue the rest of the commands in next tutorial. Till that time, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.